in our cellular doodle notes, we have eukaryotes. Eu means do. They do have a nucleus. Okay, so today we're going to talk about animals. Animal cells are kind of a rounded shape, and they have a bunch of different organelles. So, pause your video, copy the doodle notes, then we'll work our way through them. Alright? So, in the animal cell, you have a nucleus. Inside of this nucleus, you have chromosomes, and chromosomes are DNA. It's going to contain all of the genetic information that your body needs to create new little cells and to function. This is like the blueprint, right? It tells your body what to do. And it's stored in this nucleus, in this safe place. And the nucleus is kept extra safe because it has a membrane around the outside of it. It's called a nuclear membrane. Now this membrane has little pores. Inside of this nucleus there is also a nucleolus, which creates ribosomes. Ribosomes are going to wiggle their way out of the little pores in the nuclear membrane, and there's going to be some on this rough ER, and then the rest of the ER is the smooth ER. So the endoplasmic reticulum is going to be where this rough ER and smooth ER is where proteins are made. Okay, so we have our little ribosomes on the rough ER. They are making little proteins, and these little proteins are going to be packaged up in vacuoles. Alright, so kind of like little storage boxes, and they are going to travel over here to the Golgi apparatus. So the Golgi is going to act kind of like a post office. It's going to take those proteins out of the little vacuoles, sort them, package them back up, and it's going to send them off to wherever they need to go to do their jobs. So here's another one leaving in a little vacuole. Now, our cells need energy, our bodies need energy to work. That energy is converted in the mitochondria. So the mitochondria takes energy from the food that we eat, so energy like in the form of glucose, and it's going to turn it into a form of energy called ATP, which is what actually fuels our cells. Now, inside the cells, things break down, they get old, and they don't work anymore, they need to be replaced. These lysosomes run around like little Pac-Men, that's why it's drawn like that, and they gobble up waste. They get rid of, old yucky stuff, broken down cell parts that we don't need anymore, all of that junk. They gobble it up, recycle it so it can be used for something else. On the outside of these cells, we have a cell membrane that keeps everything nice and safe and controls what moves in and out. And then keeping everything packed nicely in here is the cytoplasm. That's kind of like the jelly stuff on the inside, full of nutrients and good stuff like that. And all of these things aren't stationary. They move all around. It's like a fluid matrix, kind of. On the outside of the cell, there are also two more things. Some animal cells have little cilia, which are kind of like hairs for movement and for feeling. And some also have a flagella, which is again like a tail to help with movement. Because these are so complex, animals are generally multicellular. Alright? Thank you guys. That's all.